Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So, welcome to my YouTube Live or my Facebook Live, whichever way that you're joining me, or if you're watching on a replay. Um, I'm so glad that you've joined me. Make sure that if you're on YouTube, that you've subscribed down below here, and if you're on my Facebook group, make sure that you've given StreamYard permission. This is part of a live presentation. So if I do talk with different people as we go along, that's all part of the live. And if you don't like that, what you can do is you can just watch it on the replay and you can just skip on by that part there. So welcome, like I say, to Card Sketch number 197. Um, I um, I love doing these card sketches, and because I do like doing them that much, I have pre-recorded for the next 2 weeks while I'm away in the Netherlands. So I hope that you'll also join me at that point. It'll appear like I'm going live, but at that point it will be pre-recorded, but I will be watching it and making comments as we go along. All right, so let's go on down to my desktop here. Oh my goodness, look at everybody joining me here. That's amazing. Hello, Carol from New Brunswick, and Emma, and Marie, and Marjorie, and Christine. And oh my goodness, you guys, really simple card sketch, just a tiny bit of trimming that's going to go on here. And you can't really see this, but these are two pieces of designer series paper that are in there. Good morning, Kay. But I'm hoping that you'll like this. Now, what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to use some of the stuff that we've had in the past, different stamps, not that we've had in the past, but that are still current. Because you know what, we're fast and approaching what's going to come up and could be retiring. Hello, Sandra. So I am going to play with this playing in the rain. I played with this an awful lot when it was available earlier, but I really I love the stamp set. And you know what? We should revisit some of these stamp sets that we do like just before they retire, because you know what? If they're gone, they're gone. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, we're going to play with this. Hello, Barb from Arizona. Okay, so let's get started on this card sketch. So always when I say a card sketch, the regular card base, that means that's the finished card base. So that would be, this one is 4¼ by 5½. And I usually always do go with that one. And I usually do a portrait in all of my sketches. It doesn't mean that you can't change it. It's just sometimes it gets a little skewed by changing the orientation, whether you go to landscape or not. Hello, Lila. So really quite simple measurements on here. I do have a piece of basic white, and this is a thick basic white. Remember to use basic white, the thick, when you're using it as a card base. That way it'll stand up. It doesn't get floppy or anything like that, so it really works quite well. So before it's folded, this is 5½ by 8½, and scored at 4¼ We're going into where the bump is, and we're going to fold into that. And I always say fold into the way that you don't think it should be folded into. And that's usually the way that it works. And let's get a really good bone fold there, or a score on there. Hello, Judy. Awesome. So the next piece is 4 by 5¼ And that's this piece here that I'm going to do. Now, this is a Azure Afternoon. Is there a place where I keep all my card sketches? Emma, good question. They are, if you do go to my Facebook group and even into my Facebook page, if you go under media, they are, you can scroll through them. I am in the process. I think I've got up to 30 put into an album on my Facebook group. Yeah, I don't have time to do it now, but it is something that I keep thinking about each and every time I put a card sketch in. So I will be putting them into albums as we go. The one thing that is with my card sketches is that these are actual cards. I've come down. This one I came down this morning. I went and I thought of a card I wanted to do. I always pick out a stamp set first. And I thought, well, Playing in the Rain is a good one to pick out. And then basically all I do is then go ahead and start designing. And then I use, this is actual cardstock that's on here. All right. So here's something else. It's going to be retiring soon. Or is this? This is the Brights Designer Series paper, and this is they're in every single color. Now I like the stripes, and I could do stripes on this particular one, but I'm so drawn to the polka dots. Maybe I should do the stripes. What do you think? Should I do a stripe? Now this piece happens to be 3/4, and it's by 5.5 by 6 because we're going to trim this piece off. And then this, you know what? I'm actually going to use the stripes on this one because I know for one that's pre-recorded, I've gone ahead and I have used the polka dots on it. So I probably should. Hello, Dorothy. Well, Dorothy, they are in there, and I'm not sure what group that you're in, Dorothy, because, and the reason I'm going to say that is because I am going to stop on my Stamping with Diane Back to Basic group, just because of the way that I won't be able to post that easily with the new things that are coming out with Facebook. That what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up getting rid of that group. So I'll invite people from that group to join my other group. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to get this piece down here. And this is the important piece, is that it goes from corner to corner there. So I'm going to put that piece on first. This is a lot of fun, this particular one. And you know what? I should be using, and I wonder if I have one here. I do. I'm going to come in with my silicone mat because I could very easily end up with glue on the back of this. So what I want to do is when this goes on here, I want this piece to be there and this piece to be down here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim that part off after. But then when this piece goes on here, and I'm going to do this a little bit, it's going to look like it's a bit different than what this is. But I kind of brought that one down a little bit too far, but that's okay. We'll go here. And then I'm going to go where it's the same distance from there down to here. It'll just look a tiny bit different. Hello, Felicia. Oh, it's raining. Oh, dear. Well, rain is good. We need rain up here where I live, because we had a drought last year, and I'm afraid we're going to have a drought again, and we do have a lot of fires around here. So, all right, so that's just going to go like that. And then I'm going to get rid of this at this point, and then I'm going to cut these pieces off. Now, for the time being, I'm going to just let that dry a little bit. And I do have this square. Now this square is going to go like this, is going to get trimmed off, and then this square is going to go here. So like I say, I want to use the Playing in the Rain, and I want to use the rabbit. Now think of this too. If you don't have any Easter cards and you want an Easter card, this would work perfect for an Easter card. This bunny will. So I'm going to come in with my memento because we're going to use some Stampin' Blends. I'm just going to bring this down here like that. And then I'm going to come in and I'm also going to use a scrap piece. Oh my goodness. You know what? There we go. I've already done this, but I'm going to show you. I'm just going to come again and I'm going to get a scrap piece. And let's just do that. And there's dies that cut these out. So I've already gone ahead and cut that one out. And then I thought, ooh, I should probably have some of these clouds because I should be able to do something with the clouds. So we're going to come in there and use this as well. Yeah, and actually for my card sketches that I've done ahead of time, I've used 2 other sets that I think are going to be retiring. So I'm forecasting some that are retiring. I do think this has been around and had that beautiful thing. Everything, Dorothy, that I put, it's not a page actually, it's a group. Everything that I put in that group has been on my other group. It's just that maybe what might be good, maybe I'll leave the group open, Dorothy, which is maybe a good thing to do. Maybe I'll leave the group open, but I will not be adding anything to it afterwards. My sketches, my mysteries, all of that are not going to be showing on there anymore. And it's because now I can't do a scheduling program. Facebook has done it now with their API that you can't do any scheduling on there. So it's important that what I do is I just tell you that ahead of time. It is a cute stamp set. This is an adorable stamp set. All right, so on this particular one, I'm going to pop this one up. So I'm going to come in and we're going to color on here and we're going to color some of these clouds. Now, I wonder, is this going to look okay? Like if I do this, I'm going to have to do it in azure afternoon. So I'm going to go ahead and do his coat. And this is the light. This is such a pretty blue. Oh my goodness. There we go. And then I'm not coming in with the darker pad. I'm actually just going to use the same one. And that will give me some dark coloring on that as well. And most of you know that I do like if I'm going to use a gray, I'm going to use the gray granite. I find the smoky slate is just a tad too dark for me. So I like the gray granite because it's a lighter gray. So I'm just going to come in, color some of this. And I'm not coloring all of it. I'm leaving quite a bit of white on here. We're going to use actually our Flirty Flamingo and just get a bit of that pink in there in the ear part. So I'm leaving quite a bit of white there. And I'm also going to color my clouds with some of the gray. And normally if it wasn't as this dark of a gray, I probably would have also used, this dark of a blue, I probably would have used a Pool Party. Awesome. Okay, so just get that coloring. Now, also we want this water, we want the puddle. So I'm actually going to go and I'm going to just color some of this. But I'm going to come in with my lifter and I'm going to lift some of that color off as well. That's got it good and saturated. And that's just going to kind of give it, really, I'm going to color all of it. And I'm going to go back in with my lifter again because I don't want it to be as dark as the jacket. There we go. And that'll lighten that up quite a bit. Okay, so then now we can come in here, grab this piece here, and we're going to come in with our paper snips. And also just to let you know, Dorothy, all of these things aren't taking place. So I'll be posting everything kind of still to that point. Oh, it's probably easier to find it on that other group, all those sketches, that's for sure. But I will be putting all of those sketches in an album. I should get that done before my one computer crashes. All right, so see how this has got this sketch on there. And then that piece goes onto this piece of basic white. Quite a bit different look than what I thought it was going to be because of those stripes. And then this piece is just going to go across here. Now I also want to, this is going to go on here. So we're going to pop that up. Let's go ahead and pop that up right now. And I think my sentiment, I might even go in and take a different sentiment. What kind of a sentiment? What do I want to put on this? I really like the expression. It says rainy days are better with you, but it's so small. There, that's going to be like that. And then I can get these clouds going up here on this part here. Now I think the sentiment could go across here. I haven't glued anything together yet. I do have a bunch of these strips. I have so many of these strips because of when I cut my cardstock. So I have to think, you know, there is an excellent birthday. This is one of my favorite birthday ones, is wishing you the happiest of birthdays. And I think I actually will put that on this particular one. And I don't know what size. I'm thinking 3/4. Yes. So I'm just going to come in and all right. And I can put that on there. And we're going to come in with the Azure Afternoon. Hello, Sharon. Now this should probably be, oops. I'm going to just put this here. Should be okay without this. Oops. Oh, now that was not cleaned. That is for sure. Okay, I'm going to come in and clean that stamp. Wow. And I probably have contaminated my stamp pad. Let's try this. There, that's better. And now it didn't stamp very good. All right. Third time's the charm, right? Hi, Gwen. Oh, it's cold, eh? You can't think about rain. Well, we've had it quite nice here, so it's not bad. Okay, so that's going to go good. And I could banner this. I'm not a big lover of banners. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And now we can put this card together. All right. So this is just going to go, well, let's put this on here. Is that where we want it? I think what I need to do is I need to put this on here first. And that's crooked. Oh my goodness. Just like so. Oops. We'll put that on with dimensionals. All right. I'll take those off with my Take Your Pick tool. And this, just get this in the center, and then we can put this in the right spot. Now, I could turn around and, you know what, I'm going to put this onto the cardstock now. How cold is it where you live, Sharon? You're in Fort St. James, I think. We're up north, I know that. Whoops, let's get this off of here. I can't see it to get it so it's straight. There we go. It is cheerful, isn't it? Thank you. All right. Then what we can do is this is going to go on here. Now we could, and this is a little white. So let's come in and take our blending brush. We're going to take some of that Jour afternoon. Good morning. Oh, it's snowy in. It's Oregon, right, Jan? Just going to get a bit of that. And of course, that probably would have been better to do before I put the bunny on. That's okay. There we go. Now we'll come back in, put that there. Yeah, that's better. And I'm going to pop this up because honestly, I like a card with layers. Now, if you go and you go to send this in the mail and you think it's too thick, turn your card inside out. I mail a lot of cards inside out. Okay, just like that. There. And then I can go ahead and I'm going to pop these up. I might have to take one off. Oh, minus 24, and that's minus 24 Celsius. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and you're 51. Oh, that's pretty warm, though. But minus 24. Oh, my goodness, Sharon, that is cold. Okay, that's very cold. You guys, minus 24 Celsius. So we are talking quite cold. Now, when you ask, do I like the little ones over the big ones? I've been asked that question. This one happened to have the blues on it, so that's why I grabbed it. If you're going in a smaller area, I like the smaller ones. For a couple of my other techniques that I've done, I do like the smaller ones. So, but I do like the big ones if I've got a large area to do this. All right, this is from the hot air balloon. These are the rainbow dots, adhesive back rainbow dots. And I love the colors in here. So we're just going to go and put this here. You know what? I'm just going to put one down here as well. Right over there. So there we go. That is card sketch number 197. Oh, and I should put something on the inside. What would I want to put on the inside? Whew. The flowers would be good. The only thing is if I go and I put these flowers on the inside and I go to color them, it's going to bleed through. So I think at this point, I'm going to leave it as is, and then we're going to figure it out what I'll do afterwards, because I might put another piece in there and then I could put that on there. Thank you. Oh, thanks, you guys. Thanks, Sue. Awesome. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. Remember that if you do live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, just reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. Yes, these rainbow ones are amazing. I'll tell you, you can tell what color I like. I really like that. I have gone through so many of these. I really have. This is my third package of these. So All right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul. I'll be back here on Monday with a fancy folder, a 3D project at 11 o'clock Pacific time. And then I'm back on Tuesday at 4:30 with my technique. Now, then after that, I'm leaving for the Netherlands on the Wednesday for 2 weeks, but I will have my pre-recorded my card sketches and also my techniques. So I hope that you'll join me then. Yes, Marjorie, you must use that stamp set. Thanks, Lila. Thank you for the safe travels. That's amazing. I really do. But I'll be posting lots on here about the trip because lots of different things to see. And I might even be able to give you some sneak peeks of the boards, the boards that they do at the on stage, the Stampin' Up! On stage. All right, you guys. Bye for now.